All right, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Bargain Bin.
What's in the bargain bin? We're
What's in
taking
the
a
Bargain
dive
Bin
in.
today?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's there? What is it?
Bargain Bin is a series where we dive in and we watch or we play a
Mm,
random game, $5 or less, no more, and
that's right.
it's decided by us. We alternate. Last time I picked Leo's Fortune on the
That's,
Switch. So it's
that's
either
right.
we really choose out of either the Switch eShop or the PlayStation Store. It's just a
Yeah,
digital game, not a physical bargain bin, but
yeah. It's
we
kind
try to
kind of
capture the
hard to
spirit of it.
do that. Be like because a week to
Hmm.
let's ship it, order it, and make sure it gets here. Yeah, no
And
way.
so I don't know what we're going to be playing yet. He's going to reveal it to us, but
I am.
our rule is to play a minimum of 3 hours or
Hmm.
until it's beaten, whichever comes first. 'Cause sometimes there's really small games depending. And then essentially we'll come back a week later and we'll talk about it, and we'll decide then whether we think we've played enough to justify a full review and a score, or if it's just like a first impressions situation.
Hmm.
So, all right, what do we have in store?
Yeah. Well, hey, I didn't have to go diving too deep. I was actually pretty surprised. Started looking at the eShop. I was taking a break at work, and I was just kind of like looking through on my phone, just seeing like, oh, what's Nintendo got? What do they got? And I noticed a game on sale for
Mm-hmm.
like I think it's like 90% off right now. And it's through the middle of March.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pretty excited because this is a game that I was kind of interested in back when it came out, which is a while ago now. But it was one of those things where it's just like, oh yeah, that looks fun, and I think I even may have watched Pete stream it at one point. Pete Dorr, who's been on our channel in the past for a couple box art battles. Um, and I think he did. From memory, I can't remember specifically. I know for certain that I watched somebody play it on Twitch for
Hmm.
a brief period of time. But that game is Lost in Random.
Lost in Random. I don't know what that is.
Lost in
Uh-huh.
Random. It's like I think it's sort of a roguelike thing where it's like dice are used. I actually don't really
Dice.
remember. I don't remember specifically what kind, because the thing is, I get it in my brain. I've gotten it confused with Dicey Dungeons, which is like a deck building roguelike game.
Right. I'm gonna
Um,
pull it up in the
but
eShop, see what it says.
yeah, pull it up. I think it's an adventure game or something. You roll a dice. I know. I think it's kind of like it's the thing where you're like running around and you roll dice to like um to attack, and I think there's stuff there's like game board stuff looks like game boards and stuff. I'm not representing it particularly well, but I remember seeing it thinking that it has a really distinctive art style.
See, it says
Um,
299, 90% off,
yeah,
29.99.
yeah. So I was like, dang, that's a good deal in the bargain bin for a game that I thought looked pretty
Should I
cool.
read what it says?
Yeah, go for it.
It says, enter a gothic world where your fate depends on a dice roll. Play the odds in Lost in Random, a gothic fairy tale inspired action adventure where every citizen's fate is determined by the roll of a dice. Ruled by a wicked queen, the kingdom of Random is divided into 6 shadowy realms where life is dictated by a cursed black dice. In this story, from the award-winning Swedish game studio Zoink, and penned by Eisner Award-winning Adventure Time and Marvel Comics, the unbeatable Squirrel Girl author Ryan North, you'll join Even, a penniless girl who's down on her luck, in a dark quest to save her beloved sister. With her companion Dicey, a small and strange living dice, Even must learn to embrace the chaos of random, uncovering an age-old tale with a modern message. Walk Random's mysterious cobbled streets, meet its unpredictable residents, and take on courageous quests. Engage in fearsome battles with a unique blend of tactical combat, card collection, and explosive dice gameplay. It's time to adapt or perish as you battle inside giant board game arenas that change with every dice throw. Learn how to tip the odds in your favor and dive into a dark wonderland where only the brave survive. Play the odds, win the game. Whoa.
There you
Sounds
go. So yeah,
pretty intense.
action adventure. Yeah, there you go.
Sounds cool without having looked at anything yet.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing I seem to remember there being like a bunch of but when it came out, I remember certain YouTubers that I watched had sponsored like
Hmm.
ad reads about it. So
I'd never heard of it. Very
um,
cool.
yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool. I really think that the art style is very distinctive. It's very cool. Um, so Zoink.
Oh,
Speaking of Pete
by
Dorr,
the way, Zoinks, while we're at it.
Zoink made the Core Gang, which is a game that Pete has spoken very highly of over the time. That's a Wii game.
Okay.
But they also made Fe, or Fe. Fe is I remember that coming out back. Yeah, it was like a 2018 game. Fe, that's like that game I think is like a side-scrolling, like a Metroidvania sort of style game. They made that,
I
but
see.
yeah.
I'm down.
So
That sounds cool.
yeah, I want to give it a shot. I don't actually know how long of a game it is, so
This was
I'm
wondering
I'm
too. I don't know.
I'm assuming we're probably not gonna beat it by the time
Mm.
we review it next time. But
Well, shall we? How long to beat it? Just to give us ourselves an idea.
sure, why not?
Howlongtobeat.com.
How long to beat? Lost in Random. Boom. About 12 and a half hours.
Okay, all right. So
3 hours. Here's the thing with 3 hours. 3 hours is usually a very good period of time to get a vertical slice.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see how
Yeah.
confident we are, because there have been games in the past that we reviewed without having played a good
Yeah.
yeah. chunk of it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, Blood Rain. Blood Rain, I'm pretty sure we got the vertical slice of Blood Rain pretty
Yeah.
quickly. It's not a very complicated game.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to just play it by ear, see if we feel confident we've experienced enough of it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you'll be inspired and you'll binge the whole thing, 12 hours.
I highly doubt it because I still have time to put into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for the concert this weekend.
Yeah,
I
and I should be putting time into my Gents Challenge games that I'm not very far on. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But we'll be back next week. We'll talk about it. It'll be a good time.
see. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
Make up for Leo's fortune.
That's right.
All right. So join us. Feel free. You can either buy it now and experience it blind for $2.99, or you can come back in a week and we'll tell you whether we recommend it or not.
All right. Cool.
All right. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you go check out our review of 12 Minutes.
Yeah. That's
12
another
minutes.
game that we reviewed. 12 minutes, baby. Sometimes I forget that we reviewed
Not
that.
12 hours.
12 minutes.
That's this one.
Yeah. 12 and a half specifically, actually.
12 minutes,
Oh,
you can
wow.
beat it in 12 minutes. That's a fact.
That's not a fact.
The whole
That's
the events of the entire game take place within
Yeah.
a 12-minute window that you have to
Yeah.
replay. And
Babe?
yeah. Sir? Yeah.
Sir? Babe?
Classic.
Yeah.
That's one of those games that, yeah.
I forget about all the time.
If we hadn't reviewed it, it would literally just, it would be a lost memory already.
Yeah.
It's one of those games you play and then it's like the talk of the town for a week and then it's gone from everyone's memory completely.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard a single person ever talk about it other than me and you. I
remember at the time seeing there was like YouTubers who were doing like full playthroughs, 12 minutes. You know?
Yeah, right.
Some of these narrative-based games will sometimes will latch on, and it'll get some traction, especially if they're shorter like that. You know, they can get it down in like only a few hours. But
yeah, mouthwashing was kind of the big. Except mouthwashing's had some lasting appeal. That was like the big.
mouthwashing's got to have been around for centuries. I feel like.
Okay, no.
It's got so much.
Yes, Zach,
lasting
you're
appeal.
right. I knew you were gonna do that.
That one down, that thing, that's got some traction.
Oh, that's
That thing's got
mouthwashing. Wow,
legs.
you should. We act Listerine. What we got going on here?
Yeah, I honestly don't partake enough. So maybe next bargain bin.
We'll
We need like a random.
we'll-
We need a new series that's like random. Do a random activity.
mouthwash. Mouthwash reviews.
Yeah, next, and then we could do the alternating or random, whatever. It's like, okay, now we're gonna vacuum this week. We're
right,
gonna talk about our experience.
We got Lavorus versus Listerine. Here we go, baby.
No, you just do an activity and then you review that.
We just vacuum review the activity.
How do you feel
Today
about
I
vacuuming?
mowed my lawn. I mowed my lawn.
Today we're gonna organize files. For this week, minimum 3 hours organizing files, and then you come back, talk about it, break it down.
Here we go. We
Dusting.
organized some files today. Yeah.
The dusting review. Add it to the tier list. Something we reviewed. It's like he's gonna start adding vacuuming, juggling, eating glue. So, all right. Until next time, subscribe for more just like this one. And there's a ton of variety on the channel as well. Film reviews, game reviews, discussions, random shenanigans, including Mad Libs we just did recently. You never know what you're going to get, right?
That's right.
But stay posted. And don't move that dial.
Right? Don't touch that dial. That's right. As they used to say, and with the kids don't know that these days, though. Zach.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, well, that's what we're doing next week. We're gonna touch dials.
Touch dials. We got sundials. We got dashboard dials. We've got the phone dial.
Study the stars.
That's right.
Dang, that's potential. Some that you have to like film a little vlog moment, whatever you're doing. Could be a fun little package. All right.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Take care. All right.